The heck are celebs all painting their Maui properties the same weird shade of blue? Rumors have swirled since October 2022 about Lahaina's elite painting their homes a unique shade of blue. Not just any blue, mind you, but an exact shade. Sounds like a quirky celeb trend, right? But what if there's more to it? Let's delve into the science of lasers, or as they're ominously termed, dews. Why? Because there's something interesting about a specific shade of blue in these energy beams. Here's the science. Certain energy rays interact differently with various colors on the spectrum. Some colors are more resistant or reflective, protecting underlying materials from harm. Remember those untouched umbrellas amidst the Lahaina devastation? Skyscraping trees untouched by disaster can be explained away. But how do you justify these seemingly invincible umbrellas? They're not just any umbrellas. They're blue, that exact shade of blue. Is there a connection between this specific royal blue shade, possibly dubbed the Mother Mary blue, and the dews? Could Lahaina's celebrities have insider knowledge, giving their homes a blue shield against these energy beams? This Lahaina blue mystery might be more than just a color trend. Dive deeper, ask questions, and always be curious. What do you think? Coincidence or a coded message in...
Here's all the locations of the celebrities' homes. People on the island, you want to check, see if they actually have it. Blue roofs, painted all the same color. I can tell you that I watched a gentleman showing that, you know, that blue car that was on Front Street, that was actually there. Someone tried to comment and say, oh, that was drove there later. No, it wasn't. The people on the ground, that car's been there. But for some reason, it didn't burn up, that blue car. Isn't that weird? And everything there didn't burn up that was blue. There was like blue trash cans, tons of blue stuff amongst burned stuff. Very odd. Let me see. I'll find the video real quick.
Okay, guys, this is the last episode
Blue.
I'm going to do for a while, but it should be a pretty
That's
good
blue.
one. It's things that did not
Blue,
burn
blue
during the
trash
fire.
can.
I went through hours of footage.
It's a blue almost
it
kind of
was
house
pretty
look.
interesting when I found
Blue
here
umbrellas.
famous umbrellas. These are actually Tommy Bahama umbrellas. And I have pictures of these before the fire, so you can see what they actually used to look like. Not very different now. And then the sole surviving car on Front Street in front of the outlet mall. And I actually found another sole survivor car the other direction that's a little bit further south on Front Street, which I didn't notice at the time, but here it is right here. You can see it on the left in this frame here. Anyway, I'm going to just roll some of this footage. Most of this is unreleased. It doesn't really work that well with TikTok because this is all shot in 16:9, but I've got hundreds of gigabytes, many hours of footage, both on the ground and
all
in the
this
air.
stuff over
So
here
all
looks
of that
blue.
footage, again, has been uploaded to a friend in an undisclosed location. They then copied all of that data onto a 256 AES encrypted hard drive and then physically took it to somebody else.
That's not blue, that's white.
So if
This area looks untouched. This one,
then we've lost. I mean, there's nothing more I could have done. In the middle of editing this footage last night, there was an incident where some people came to my house. They were banging on my door and they were yelling, Jeff Cygnus, Jeff Cygnus. We made the decision just to kind of lay low and see if the situation escalated. I was ready to defend myself. It seemed like it was at least two people, I think potentially more. We heard them talking to each other and eventually they just went away. But I could hear the tone in their voice. I mean, these people certainly were not my friend. And I just want to speak candidly with you guys for a few minutes here, if I can. This whole last 2 weeks has been the longest 2 weeks of my life, no question. And I mean, I've done some stressful things in my life for sure, but nothing quite to this magnitude. And at the moment, I really need to think about the safety of my family and I need to think about my personal safety. Now, I'm not done telling this story.
Okay, now a lot of things were blue where everything was burnt. But if things weren't burnt, like that group of houses that weren't blue, their area looked completely untouched. Amongst all the devastation, theirs was untouched. Well, that's a sign too, if you think about it. How is that untouched? And how in all the devastation are blue things untouched? That is very, very weird. Because that is the common thing that I've seen through the video footage. So here you see, that's the guy taking all the drone footage. In that video, it goes further. He said he sent the video out to his family, or to one of his friends, not his family, to one of his friends. So if something happens to him, he also went on in previous videos when he's just walking around saying that don't go after his family. This is his choice. And he had woken up to the truth that something extra is going on. That's the gentleman. And now he's being harassed. Now he's being harassed for exposing, they got that fence up and they don't want nobody to see what's going on. They said refrigerators were removed, which is very weird and suspicious. Cars were removed, bodies were removed before any investigation, before anything. They just got in there and took everything and moved everything. I wonder why they moved the refrigerators. Does that prove some other type of weapon besides fire was used? Because it makes no sense. I mean, they're delaying everything. They're now giving permission slips for people in other towns to travel in Maui, and they're lining up by the thousands to get the permission slips. It's crazy. So while a lot of people in Maui know that something's going on, clearly a lot of people don't, because they're lining up for permission slips, which they should be standing up against that. So here's where all the celebrities' houses are. If you want to check them out and see if they do have blue roofs, that'd be cool. We could try and check Google Earth, but it just depends on when those videos were shot. All right, guys, be the change you need to see. Here's some more info. Stay Nationals Rock.